Hello, everyone, and welcome to Answer the Call, the Star Citizen podcast from myself and Croncy. Touch on some Star Citizen topics. This week, we're touching on 4.6 going to EVO with some exciting updates. And yeah, we also open up the Discord calls to you guys so you could share your opinions as well. But we always start the podcast off how we're doing, you know, personally and stuff, because this is when me and Croncy catch up every week. How you doing, Croncy?
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I'll go sleep.
Yeah.
I'm doing good though. Not much happened this week, honestly, for me. It was lots of work, lots of baby.
Yeah.
Kind of just one of those weeks, you know. So it's yeah.
I was explaining to the chat that I had no idea what day it was yesterday. And that's not because like
Yep.
streaming is my job or anything like that and like I don't have a real job. It's because I base my life around Star Citizen schedule, and when they're not doing the things they normally do, I didn't know where I was. And I was like, that's really weird, depressing, sad, and yeah, like all sorts of emotions just went through my mind. But I was like, that's why I didn't know what day it was. So I rushed to get Weekend Review done this morning before I started streaming. And yeah, I didn't rush. I woke up really early. I woke up at like 3 a.m. But the yeah, like outside of that, I did try to play Star Citizen this week. A couple times I was crashing like nonstop, weird stuff, so I couldn't play.
Oh wow!
So I finally beat
live.
Yeah, live.
Yeah.
It was just weird. And so I beat Manor Lords for the first time. That was fun.
Nice.
And I also tried to do a couple salvage fleets. Like our org decided, hey, you know, we know a wipe is coming. We've already got our Idris. We're not motivated to do anything anymore. Let's start to run some fun fleets. I always found salvage fleets to be really fun because like logistics is involved a lot. So I decided we're gonna salvage Hathor. Like we're gonna go get all the ships from Hathor with SRVs, bring them to a safe spot, and then go salvage them. And it just didn't go that great. It was like kind of a mess. And, yeah, it was weird. So I
was it like Star Citizen not going great, or was it just like the activity itself wasn't?
But a combination of both. Like
Yeah.
we were like bringing it over to a reclaimer. There was only a couple ships that can use RMC. I'm sitting on the reclaimer. I'm waiting for them to finish RMC, so I'm just like waiting there doing nothing. So it was a lot of like, well, how do we get everyone involved in doing things all the time? And it was just like, yeah. So we were just like, oh, okay, I was like, this is not fun. But then today, I just took a RSI Salvation out, salvaged the yellow belt by myself, and it was awesome.
There you go.
Yeah. So
we take those.
Yeah. Little trick I learned from somebody in chat. You know how like the Salvation has the thing in the cockpit, and we complained that like, but when I'm in the back and I need to unload, I can't get to it. You can hold F, scroll in, look on the outside, walk towards the cockpit, and you can hit the button from the outside. So it's like close to perfect. It was like,
we'll take it, but definitely not intentional, and not ideal.
Yeah, for sure. But it was like, this is the best salvager because of that. Also the fastest salvager. So it's RMC was sick with it. It was really fun. But yeah. That's all I did this week. You want to get into the topics?
Yeah. So first patch of the year is essentially here. First patch of EVO. And once again, EVO patch notes are free and available for everyone to check out, so you can know what's in there. Though there are a couple of extra things that are in the patch that are not in the patch notes that are kind of cool. But we have essentially what will be the core of this patch, which is the Cleaning the Air event, which someone can tick off my first prediction of the new cargo running mission event.
You nailed it.
Episode.
You nailed it.
It's here, and this is the main thing of the patch. So we'll probably start here. So yeah, they've got this big lore description thing about like something's going down in Levski. People are getting sick, and we want to fix it. But also, I think they mentioned even in here, the sickness is spreading away from Levski too. Like it is going out to Stanton and whatnot. So they're trying to fix it. And my first thought reading this description was, this is why we're going to go into the municipal waste. So I think
same.
Municipal Works. So this is probably a preemptive event for that content, which will likely be next patch. I would hazard a guess now. So
that would mean that you think that instancing comes next patch.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
it was
they could also
fair, my first thought too. But the more I think about it, it's like I think this storyline leads to Municipal Works, but I don't think it's going to be next patch.
It may not.
Yeah,
it may not be immediate. Like if we even go by like what they did last year, the storylines kind of skipped patches, so there would be like a thing to do with the gangs, and then they would skip over. Like there would be something in here and then skip over. So they might do a similar thing like that.
Yeah.
But either way, the lore of it's kind of cool. The reason to do it is kind of cool. If you go to Levski, they have added in the ambient noise of the audio track, lots of people coughing and getting
literally
sick.
The worst experience. Have you ever been on a Discord and a guy forgot to turn off his push to talk?
That
is what it's like. It is the worst experience. It's so bad. It's so annoying.
I like it. I think it's. I'm glad they added it.
I like it if you are walking around Levski. When I'm in my hangar and there are no NPCs, and when I'm in my ship and there are no NPCs, I should not be hearing coughing.
Yeah,
that's where my issue is.
And the fact that they're not tied to the NPCs either was really weird, because like it's in the ambient track, but the ambient track is directional, right? It has you left and right.
And so on the mic?
I'll hear it in
Levski.
Exactly. I'll hear it on the right, and then I turn to the right, and then I still hear it on the right, and then so on.
Yeah.
So that was like a bit weird, because you still hear everyone talking and whatnot. As far as I could tell, I didn't hear any conversations between people talking about being sick. But
yeah,
I
assume
wouldn't be
that will come.
If they add that. So
yeah,
because that's what they did for the respawn crisis, regen crisis. That's what they did. So
yeah, you said you like the story. I vehemently hate it, because we're back to the same thing that I think both of us critiqued. It would be cool if this story also affected us.
Yes. No, I do agree with
so I don't hate it.
The story the story itself can be cool. Implementation can be a different thing.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I want to be very clear that it's like the story is totally fine, but this I think we were like very strongly gave them the feedback that it's odd, and I don't think that this was just like negative Nancy me kind of thing. I think a lot of people agreed with this, that it's very odd that the NPCs have all these things happening to them and all this cool stuff happening and nothing with us. But then we're the ones who go and say, it is a very weird experience. We've all played MMOs before. This is not how it goes. Even if there's like this grand story that most of the stuff is happening to NPCs, something is happening to the player. Whether it's like I can't travel this way anymore, or like whatever, right? So this was like another one of those. Now, that's the main negative thing I have, the coughing and that. Have you said you looked at the mission contracts. Did you do any of the missions?
No, I did not. No.
Okay. My favorite thing of the missions was something that like I've been talking about from EVE Online reference, everyone. That was like, I did these distribution missions in EVE Online, and they were like these little mini crises that you were solving at these stations. So it was like a mini version of this where you brought items that were relevant to the story to the spot. The cargo missions in this are incredible. You are taking mold samples from Levski and bringing them to places where they're going to do research to try to solve the problem. You're bringing air filters from Stanton to Levski to try to solve the problem. You're bringing medical supplies from Stanton to Levski to try to solve the problem. Very cool. Very simple. And the mold samples were in those cool liquid containers that they've used in events before. They're like a yellowish green color. And it's just, it felt really good. I like that. So, like, I really like that. Now, I don't necessarily think it's necessary for, like, it is, but I think what we could do is very similar to my experiences in EVE, is, like, these the storylines of like the regular cargo missions that we have can be more like miniature crises like they're having here.
Yeah.
And then
They could definitely have some more depth to them rather than just, hi, I need titanium.
Exactly. Like it would step it up. It's such a simple, small change, but it steps up the feel of what you're doing so much more. So yeah, like super positive about that. And yeah.
Important to note that this is cargo event number 3. They've definitely once again learnt a couple of things from the last 2. So making sure that we've still got like combat missions and stuff for people to do. Cool, awesome. Like you have multiple plans of attack. You do, from what we can tell, because I don't think the rewards themselves have been revealed yet. You do get rewards for doing all of them. Like, so if you do all of the combat and all of the courier and all of the whatever the third one is, you get like individual rewards for those. And there is an overall reward. And as you can see at the bottom here, says subject to change, but there are like a couple of unique missions spattered throughout as well.
Yeah.
That I really like. I like the idea of the unique missions because it's like, once again, sort of brings more life to the event itself. That is a lot of grinding, though. That is a crazy amount of grinding to unlock them.
So I did some testing there, and I explained it in the like TV React thing that I did yesterday, the day before. I'll do my best now. I'll actually switch scenes for a second, see if I can bring. Oh no, it's been so many months. The intro, I forgot the intro. I have it. Okay, I actually have it like readily available. So we're gonna look at Resource Drive because it's a very similar look. There are 4 tracks. There are 4 rewards for each thing. Hurston Dynamics is your personal track. The second one is your transport track. The third one is your defend. And the fourth one is your collect, I think. Okay? These 3 bottom ones are the ones that you have to do transport missions to raise the transport track. You have to do collect missions to raise the collect track. You have to do defend missions to raise the defend track. Now, these 3 share. So if you and I were to do these missions together, you were going to do one and I was going to do another, we get the same amount of points on these bottom 3. Where we don't get the same amount of points is the top.
Okay.
So top splits the points. So if the bottom was one mission got 600 points, you would get 600 points towards transport, but you would get only 300 towards your personal.
Interesting.
And here's the deal. 10,000 points total needed here, 10,000 points total needed here, 10,000 points total needed here, 30,000 points needed total over here. So you have to complete 30,000 points to finish everything, but you have to complete 10,000 in each to finish each one. So it's it's an attempt. It's an attempt. We'll see how this plays out. I think people are going to hate this. I'm in an org. It's not going to be so bad. But
it'll depend what the rewards are, right? If the overall rewards are like really cracked and everyone loves them, then yeah. But if the individual rewards are okay, like if you just want the cargo reward, then people will love it because being able to share it'll be insane.
It'll be easy. Yeah. The bottom tracks are going to be easy to get done. The top track requires exactly what the patch notes are asking you to do, which is it's basically a total of 50 missions. I know they're saying after 25 hauling missions, you're going to get a special reward. After 25 combat, you're going to get a special thing. But the top track, based on the missions that I did, it was 50 of the smallest mission for transport to finish it.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So it was the 600 points I think we got or something around that. And the math played out to 50 missions. It's like, oh, okay. So no matter what, I'm going to have to do 50 missions, but I'll share more to get the rest done. So my org is going to help each other out, get everybody's tracks done. But I wonder what the solo player is going to feel like. And I think you make the best point of so long as the best rewards are in that top track, because they have missions that every mission I've seen so far can be done by a solo player.
Yeah.
So I think that they've heard feedback. They're trying something new. I don't know how well it's going to go, but I am appreciate the attempt. We'll see what happens. Is where I'm at with it.
But yeah, very glad that they at least learned don't use the external freight elevators. At
Well,
these
they
locations,
are,
right? So,
but they're using
well,
them at the stations, which you can use them
exactly,
there,
yeah.
which is sweet.
So if you get into a bad bind, you still have like your instance hangar freight elevators, which are significantly more consistent and significantly less prone to breaking.
Correct.
So that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Still lots of bugs and like wrong numbers and whatnot in the missions. I saw one that was supposed to be a small collection mission that required 30,000 SCU of
Phalamine?
some mineral. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phalamine. Which, you know, just a casual like 3 trips in a hull E to do that one. So we'll see what some of those bigger ones end up being. But like the UEC rewards that they've got there at the moment seem half decent for it, especially as like people are mostly going to be grinding this for the gear.
I mean, can we talk about that?
Yeah, sure.
There's all this talk about a wipe. If they do this mission, if they do this event, and if they wipe and then do this event, it's what are we doing?
I don't think they wipe before the event.
I assume they will not, but it would be insane if they did, because you just like it would just show that they are clueless to me, that of like how much inflation that they're creating, or they're not clueless. They know we had that dev talk about like UEC syncs coming at the end of the year, so I don't think they're clueless. I don't want to say that. I think that's rude, but it's frustrating. Because it's like one of the problems in the game is inflation, and like I don't think they recognize like these cargo missions are so easy, and they just you pay way too much. Like, just stop, please. I don't know how many times we have to say it.
I don't think we'll see a wipe still for a little bit. I know that they mentioned it at the end of last year. I think it's more likely that we'll see, like when we do see it, it'll be, hey, in 3 months we're doing a wipe, or maybe like 2 months minimum. They'll give us.
I don't think they're going to tell you.
That's what they did last time. They told us last time, and they gave us a big warning.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that ever again, because they care about their numbers.
Yeah, but they gotta tell you. That's messed up. You can't not tell people.
I know, but why is this event happening? The only reason this event is happening is because they care about their numbers. This is a carbon copy. Except there's coughing now instead of NPCs crying that they're dying. It's literally a copy paste. A better version.
In some ways, yeah. One of the things that's very much not a copy and paste, but is utilizing some new missions, is the mining missions.
I guess I'll scroll up to here because this is the only place.
Because they don't really talk about it much. Yeah. New mining and salvage missions. Mining missions finally actually in the game. It was supposed to be.
I don't like them.
5 years ago.
I don't like them. I'm kind of bummed out, actually. It requires you to refine. I kind of always expected mining missions to be like the raw stuff brought to a refinery. So I don't want to say I don't like them, but it just caught me. It was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
We waited this long for that? Okay, I guess. What did you think about it? It's obviously like cool, but
yeah, I'm just happy they're in. And also presumably under like the new mission infrastructure, right? Like these should be meshing capable and good and etc. Right? So,
I mean, it's basically just like deliver. It's a cargo. Yeah. It's weird. It's just a cargo mission. It's deliver this ore. So I don't even have to mine it to finish it.
Yeah,
I could find it somewhere else. So it's kind of like, is it a mining mission? It's weird. It's a resource gathering mission, kind of.
Yeah,
which is cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's there was a disappointment in me that was like, well, but like I will never use these in the future because I'm just gonna craft. But if they can like,
I think I know where you're going.
Similar to other systems, if they can like turn this into rep based, and then when you get into like the late rep mining ones, You can have some more fun with like heavy missions there.
Not
then
even just
cool,
heavy.
right?
It's like what the reward is, right?
Yeah, exactly. You
Yeah.
can do a lot more with it in that space.
Yeah.
But as far as I can tell, that is not the case in this one. This one, it is just
It's
grab
not the
deliver.
case, but there is reputation with Shubin Interstellar. There's 3 levels.
Yeah.
So that is super relevant to this story. So I did said my negative thing first, and I want to say my positive thing second, was exactly what you said, is that it should be the start of, you know, the framework of being able to give um Wicklow type content for Shubin Interstellar. Hey, I go, I earn my rep, I get my rewards or whatever. Not Wicklow, but I don't think any of us want Wicklow at all. But for everything, we would like an improved version of Wicklow for everything, I think. But we've seen script. We had our ideas of what would happen with that. Council script, mercenary script. We know those guilds exist. We know where that's going in the future, or can assume. So I think it's very safe to assume the same thing with mining, the same thing with salvaging could happen. This is how you get your blueprints for your, very special mining laser. This is how you get your blueprints for your updated abrade or whatever, and that's why these matter to me. I don't like them so far, what you do, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's why you do them, and it looks like they're building in the why, which is way more important to me.
Yeah, definitely. It could be the case as well. Like, you can implement it with crafting and being like, you need the high rep in order to get missions that let you go to the places that have these resources that you normally can't find. You can implement all of that into the system. So
sure.
Yeah, I'm just glad they're finally here. That's the big thing. There's always a case of like, goddamn, they've been talking about these for years, and they've finally put them in. But honestly, I just probably won't use them unless we get those systems in.
Exactly. Like, I don't want to like poo-poo them because it's like, damn, we've been waiting for these forever, but it's just not what I was hoping for, and it is what it is. Outside of that, what else did I do /see?
I will say in that Spectrum thread, Zaki does a little comment about some stuff, some nice quality of life changes in FPS for problems that we've had forever. Just like regular FPS, like animation canceling type stuff that the game has sorely needed. I have no idea if any of it is working. Did you try it?
No, but
okay.
I have the in week in review this week. Remember I did a CZ before a podcast not too long ago where I was like, I 1v3'd and my gun disappeared. Right, like as I found that I went and found that clip and was like, for those of you that don't know what he's trying to address here, that's what this is.
That sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's like I literally med-penned and then went to go shoot and my gun just went in my hands and just went right back to a med pen, and it was just like, oh, right. So that is what this is meant to solve. There's no way to know without long-term, a whole month or so of this patch to know if this worked or not. So we'll see.
Yeah, for sure.
But it will probably catch you by surprise. So weapons can now be unstowed and stowed while stowing. Weapons can no longer be reloaded and fired while stowing. So there might be you could break out of a med pen animation after injecting. So if you sprint out of med guns, you could sprint out of med gun self aim. So that's going to be the big one that you're going to need to recognize is most people med gun and walk away to cover.
Yeah,
you're gonna med gun and then sprint out of that cover. So you might as well just sprint and then pull out your med gun. So there's some things that you're used to doing that are going to change, is what I would take from this. But we'll see if it actually works. Zach came to my chat a couple weeks ago, and I was like, Zach, I named you worst developer of the year as a joke. And I said it for this bug, because it was right after that had happened to me in the CZ. And he was like, "What? Oh no!" And I explained to him what the problem
That's
was.
why he fixed it. That's the only reason he fixed it.
I
He doesn't
think
want
so.
to be
I'm
worse
not even.
dev.
Well, no, not that. I think I'm gonna be honest. I think it might have come to like his table a little bit more like worth checking
Yeah,
because I was like, "Yo, dude, this was like super bad," and he was like, "Well, it's probably this," and I'm like, I don't think so." And
mm,
I'm like, I'm telling you, this is really really bad, and I'm hoping. Well, I don't care what made him change it. I'm just hoping that this fixes it. And but it was like he
yeah,
was there a couple weeks ago, and here this is, and it's like, oh, that's a good feeling. I hope
yep,
this helps because I know this is the bane
yep.
of everybody this entire year.
Hmm.
This isn't just a me problem. This isn't a PvP problem. Almost all of the content was on foot this past year.
Yep.
You ran into this at some point,
Hmm.
guaranteed. So
Yep.
fingers crossed that is in a better situation. So yeah,
Yep.
um, all my motivation for playing Star Citizen right now is completely gone because I'm just like, oh, this is going to be an insane grind in 4.6. Well,
Yep.
I don't really want to play too much right now if I'm going to be playing a ton then, and I'm just ready for PTU testing again. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Fair. Fair. I still think there's likely to be some more stuff missing from this patch that we haven't seen yet. But like, yeah, it's been the literal first Evo patch, so we'll
Speaking
see some
of
stuff.
missing, I gotta
Yes.
cut you off there. I think this is the first time this has ever happened. Why is this patch like such a big deal? Um, this is the first time since the roadmap has existed, that they have
Hmm.
put a patch out before updating you what will be in that patch on the roadmap. This is the roadmap right now.
Oh yeah. Roadmap's not until
It's because of like the timing
wait.
of things.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll
Because
probably
we
have it
normally
on
get roadmap
Wednesday.
roundups every 2 weeks, which means we'll get it Wednesday.
Yeah. So
Um.
they don't normally patch in
Yeah.
January. So it's like, whoa, this was weird. So everyone was like, I wonder what's in 4.6. And everyone
Mm.
was like, oh shit, resource drive again. Damn it. Oh, mining missions, salvage missions, cool. Oh, lamp.
Yep. We have
You said
lamp.
you tested it. I only
Yes.
tested it on one ship. So you got the floor. Talk to us about lamp. What is lamp first off for people who don't know?
Uh,
That's actually
light
funny.
amplitudes
I love lamp.
magnification something. Who cares? It's night vision. It's
Yeah,
fake night vision. If
for your
you
ship.
had any of on your ship, on your ship. So if you had any of the FPS attachments last year that had this fake little night vision,
Yep.
you know that like yeah, it was pretty decent if you were running like outside night FPS missions and whatnot. It is the same tech just on your ship, and it works really well, in my opinion. I think they knocked it out of the park just putting it on. Um, I have some concerns.
Okay.
Uh, Notably, I think people may leave it on more often than they will have it off.
Because it's that good.
In space, it's really useful. In
Mm.
clouds, it's really not clouds, but like space station clouds,
Yep.
the nebula like clouds, really useful. Um, uh, it definitely does its job. There are some instances where I was like, I need to have it off, like it's too bright or I can't see details or whatever. So like, that's good. You want that to be the case. You want to not have it on all the time. Um, but we'll sort of see where that ends up going and if that ends up being the case. But I loved using it. I went around to the night side of Microtech, had a look around, see how it was used, and yeah, it felt good.
Yeah. So chat asked, is it for every ship? I used the whole
No.
A. It was not on the whole A. I don't think
Yeah.
it's meant to not be on every ship. I think it is meant to be on every ship. There's a reason why it's
Yeah.
not in the patch notes. Probably because it's not on every ship yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming as well. It definitely feels like something that should be on everything.
Someone in
Um,
chat in all caps, do not use lamp in jump tunnels.
yeah. So I did that. It's so bright.
Are your corneas okay?
Yeah. I was in a Discord call, describing what I was showing to you, comic, and I was like, "Oh God, don't turn it on at the jump point." Very very bright, but yeah. So it works relatively well. I would love if they maybe add a little bit of flair to it. Do a little do it like right now. It just turns on and turns off. Do like a little fun animation or do like a cool sound or something. Um, just to kind of add to the experience a little bit more. And yeah, I do not think it is too overpowered or anything like that. because I mean, you've got your what do you call it? You've got your sorry, someone just mentioned the audio, and now I'm going to fix it because I know exactly what the problem is.
Oh, you forgot to do it?
Yeah, I forgot to do it today.
It's fine.
I
Yes,
forgot what I was saying. It's cool.
It's
I'm excited to see more of it. And it is probably the most requested feature outside of, like major features.
Tier 0 item recovery was
yeah.
not the most requested feature. This thing probably was.
Yeah.
But they said Tier 0 was. It was most requested by their marketing team, I think. But yeah, so it just is like, again, guys, all you have to do is go and get a light amplification scope. And it's that, but on most of the ships it's gray. On one of the ships I saw it was yellow. It's not that green
I haven't
color.
seen that. Yeah, no, yeah. I've only seen the green. On a couple of ships, but only
I've seen gray and yellow.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Because that'd be cool. I would like if they added that into the flavors of the
Cutlass was yellow.
Designs of the ships. Interesting.
Yeah, or like blue on Origin apparently, so it's per
Makes
ship.
Sense.
Yeah. So pretty wild. Consolidated Outland is white. Okay, yeah. See, I didn't know any of this because this was one thing I didn't do too much testing on. I was like, all right, I do not want to grind this event for too long.
Yeah,
because we know how the events go. You need to finish it on day 1 or 2, or you're not finishing it until way later when they fix all the bugs that come up. So I was like, I'm gonna figure out how to finish this thing ASAP because I don't want to do that.
Yep.
So that's what I spend most of my time in EVO on. But yeah. Other things were like around the patch. I think that's everything.
Yeah, it's very minor patch feeling, which is why I think there's got to be some other stuff. Wouldn't be surprised if we see some new location content in this patch because like just an event.
It's January.
And like some minor missions.
It's January,
I know, but it's a .6. It's not like a .5.1 or anything, right? And this right now feels like a .1, like it's like .5.1 or something. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there's going to be more. There's likely to be a new ship, which we saw a sneak peek of.
Yeah, hold on. I was responding to somebody in the chat. I have it ready to go right in front of me. We did, and we had seen this sneak peek earlier, but this was a very clear understanding of exactly what it is. It's an Apollo, but it's called the Hermes apparently, and it is a cargo ship.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't get it. I'm just gonna say it. It's on a track. It looks like as well, so it looks like it can go outside and inside. So if that's what this thing can do, that makes it special. That is very unique. But again, if that does this and it's like makes it really easy to bring stuff in and out of a ship, this should be on every ship. But then what they'll do is they'll say, "Oh, this is bespoke to this ship." So we'll see.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know a use case. Why would I use an Apollo to move cargo? I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Where the use case is to fill the bank account in January as much as they possibly can. I just can't figure out why I would use this one. So it really comes down to what do they do to make this ship unique from all the others? This looks like it might be the thing that makes it unique from all the others. We'll have to see how it works. And yeah.
You can make it make sense from balancing purposes, but like cargo is in such a weird state that like that doesn't work, you know what I mean? It's like it needs to be able to do something that none of the others do.
Yeah, like somebody in chat goes, because Apollo is life. That is not enough. Like that will be Apollo.
Enough. That'll be enough for some people to buy it. Yeah. It doesn't really justify CIG making it necessarily.
Exactly. Like when you make things, they should be useful for more than just the guy who likes the way it looks or likes the way it looks inside necessarily. They need to be useful. And when it comes to cargo, this is a big open space, but that rear still is the rear of the ship. Now, it doesn't look like it's exactly the rear of the ship. It looks like they got rid of the airlock. So you could see kind of, I don't know what it looks like on YouTube or on your channel, but you can kind of see the outline of just a ramp. So it should be, and the Apollo's like fairly low to the ground, so it should be decent to get things in and out, but it's still right. So I don't know. I don't know how to think about it as a cargo fan, a huge cargo fan. Exterior ships are just second to none, and like big open spaces to put, to be able to maneuver larger boxes are just, it's just more useful to me. So, yeah, that's just me.
No, I agree, 100%.
Yeah. So that's sneak peek. Other things were the sub flare, which we will go here first. This is the sub flare. Okay.
Yeah.
This is your $10
not in
flare.
game yet.
That's your $20 flare. Not only not in game yet. Caveat: this will not be how they look in game. They said in the thing. This is just concept art. So, okay. Yeah, there was also a blue shown a really long time ago, but the yellow was shown. I have the newsletter. We're going to scroll down a little bit.
2019, oh god.
Yep. Alpha 3.5. This is how far or not far we've come.
Yeah.
They were just talking about delivering ArcCorp, guys. Your top organizations don't exist anymore, I don't think. Look at this was one of the craziest things. God. Look
Level
at
cap. Holy shit.
But look at how few he had. These guys are all in the teens.
Yeah.
Right? So this is how long it's been. And then you scroll down. Todd Pappy was still there. This is what events look like. There's Meyer.
Yep. Does it say BritizenCon?
Yeah, BritizenCon. They did that like a while back.
Right.
Tried to make it a thing. Keep scrolling. This was like, old stuff. And then bam, there it was. This Reddit thread for this one has like 1,500 upvotes. People were so pumped for this thing. 7 years later, we get it. So yeah, just a sneak peek that is like, oh my god, like that's something we've like, this is so cool, like more stuff like this, and then they just never did it, and we were like, what the heck? And like somebody in chat says I use the blue one for my profile pic, like. There's a streamer who like copied this and made a VTuber thing of it, right? I forgot his name off the top of my head right now. I do apologize. Like streams and makes YouTube videos. And like this, I remember WTFosaurus was obsessed with this thing. Like that's how far back this goes. Arc VR, thank you, chat. Sorry, Arc. And yeah, it's like really, really cool. So people really like this, and it's just weird that it was like so long ago and now it's finally coming. So that kind of shows you that it's like, I think they're diving into like old, what can we sell? Trying to we
pulling some stuff out of the vault.
Yeah, exactly. We got it, but instead of that vault like coming to you in game, it's all being sold to you. So it's like kind of has like an icky feeling. But subscriber flare, they don't do what they should do with subscriber flare, which is you bought it, it's unique. It's unique cosmetic, right? Most games do that. This thing's going to end up in a loot box one day with the way CIG does things. So who cares, right? Like if you're mad about them selling this one, you're going to get it eventually. Like it really, you're going to get it before 1.0 for sure. It literally doesn't matter.
It'll be in boxes in 6 months' time.
Exactly. So like it just doesn't matter. And I think that's a really bad business practice on their part. I think it's really dumb. But it's what they're doing. So, yeah. As somebody who thinks they should sell cosmetics like crazy, yeah, it's a bad choice in my opinion. But that is that's I feel like everything.
Yeah, it was not much of a big week, right? Like there's the Evo patch happened, but like it's very easily described, and there's like not much to it, right? There's not much new to explore really in there. So,
yeah, we can't show you anything, you know?
Exactly, that as well. Which I imagine we go to wave 1 in like 2-3 days or something, just depending on how much else they want to put in this patch. So
Yeah, I mean,
people get to experience it soon.
big respect for them to like let it sit over the weekend, I think, and just chill. I think that was really the right choice, and I think last year felt super rushed. This doesn't. It was just like a surprise patch. They warned us at the beginning of the week. Didn't happen until Friday, and there was that. There was a hot fix to fix the audio bug as well that we didn't mention, which is obviously a huge deal.
Biggest bug fix ever. I mentioned so many times that I genuinely think they should have shut down Star Citizen without this bug being fixed, because it was so unbelievably backbreaking and painful for the audio bug to happen. So
seems to be fixed. I did a fleet right after, and it should be fine.
Yeah, from what I've heard, some people are still experiencing it, but it's not crashing you, and it's also not happening as often, at least.
Yeah. Still some scuffed audio, but not in the way that we had experienced. So
yeah, not in the way that my ears bleed after a session of playing Starset.
Correct. All right, we got a couple of people in the call list. I think we could go to a couple of you guys and call it a day here. It's just one of those weeks where there isn't a ton, and yeah, it was like we kind of do have to cover what's going on, but there isn't a whole lot going on. So, all right.
Not every week can be a banger, unfortunately.
Exactly. So, in the waiting room, Bigga, we're bringing you in. Welcome.
How you doing, Bigga? Hello.
Just unmuting myself for a second there.
There we go.
Can you hear me now?
We can.
Sure can.
Oh, so exciting. So exciting to be involved. Yeah, I'm a fan of Mike's for sure. I watch a lot of YouTube content.
That's see, Croncy makes more YouTube videos.
Well, really, I know I'm kind of like I don't know much about Croncy, so I gotta check that out. You stream probably. I don't watch a lot of.
Probably, who knows?
But I'm a big fan of the game. I've been subscribed for a long time, and this kind of question I have for Mike, because I like your content, but we absolutely have disagreed on this point before. And I just want to maybe try to change your mind, which I don't think I will. But we're talking about billing. We're talking about that helmet that came out, and you can pay for it now. It'll be in the game later. Like, if we go back to I don't really want the Flight Blade discussion. Everybody got so mad about. I kind of feel like rather than giving me more Apollo ships to buy, rather than more ships to buy, I would literally pay money for, like, let's say AI crew. So in this hypothetical, Mike, like if I had $500 and I paid them, and we knew that I was going to get AI crew, and you had to play in the game with me for 3 months without it, and I'm totally doing better because I had it, but you knew that in 3 months you were going to be able to buy it in game. Wouldn't you sign up for that? Like, wouldn't it be okay for me to, like, you don't like that? I knew you wouldn't like it, but
no, of course not.
Why not pay for features like can't we drive the bus away from just more ships?
I see the point here that you're trying to make is I want to pay for a feature, so they develop the feature. You
Absolutely
did.
That,
you did when you bought a spaceship, but they didn't develop it, and you didn't hold them accountable because you kept buying fucking spaceships, dude. That's your problem there, right? So like that is the whole community's problem, is you didn't hold them accountable to make the features that they said that they were going to make, and they kept making spaceships instead. So. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, but I don't know in what world that you think it would be okay.
Is the answer to stop buying spaceships, or
yeah, of course it is. But then Star Citizen dies, right? So it's like you don't want that.
The actual answer, guys, is you do what happened last year. You buy stuff when the game is working well and the content is good, and then they continue making good content and releasing good features, and they stop doing the bad practices, right? Yeah, it is. That's how you do it. Is like, obviously we still want the game to develop, we still want it to continue, but you want to be disincentivized from buying stuff when they make bad decisions.
Yeah,
that compromise people's enjoyment.
I just want to argue against your thing here, just a tiny bit. Is I don't know, in the alpha portion of the game, it matters a lot less. But I'm not sure, like, have you ever heard of the term snowballing, right? Where, like, you get a head start, your snowball goes down the hill. Your snowball is going to be really big by the time that 3 months comes and I'm able to create my snowball. and get my AI crew or whatever example that we're paying for here.
Yeah.
And in a world, that is pay to win. You do not want that in video games.
I agree that it is pay to win.
So
But
why do we
sometimes
want
I
it?
thought maybe be like, yeah, but that's like a feature that I'd really like. So if somebody else pays for it and I get it later, maybe people will be happy with it.
So let me ask you.
I only say that because like I was really into MechWarrior Online, like maybe about 8 years ago was my main game. And like the sad thing about that game is like they only monetize mech pack. Like they got in their mech packs. So you got like no new maps, no new game modes. They had a lot of promised features that never got made because they're like, oh, we can make a golden mech. Guys will pay $250 for it. And they kind of rabbit holed themselves in this, like the only way we can make money is to make more mechs. And like the game died because they stopped developing the rest. Like,
yeah,
okay, I see. Yeah.
That's 100% the problem with Star Citizen too.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
You're 100% right there. But I can't see a world where like paying to gain an advantage because that feature gives you an advantage is like where you want to be, right? Like not at all.
I just feel like if we did monetize like content, we'd have so much better content because the ships are so amazing.
If they were monetizing content, I would not be playing this game.
Maybe you would if it was the expansion.
Okay.
Yes, but that's a released game. If they came out tomorrow and said, everyone who pays for engineering gets engineering, everyone who doesn't pay for engineering, your ships just blow up now all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not playing that game.
That's why
and even if it was you have to wait 3 months, I'm not waiting 3 months. That game sucks ass for that 3-month period.
Yeah, it can't be like a feature like the one you gave the example of, because it will always be a situation where, and this argument comes up all the time. People who don't have enough time and have a lot of money pay. People who have a lot of time and don't have a lot of money play. But they never talk about the person who has a lot of money and a lot of time, and how horrible that is to have happen in a game like this, right? Or in a game like Eve, or like those are really bad situations where you're able to take advantage, and like the leaders of orgs are going to collect money from their members, and they're going to snowball into huge ships and do all these things to get an advantage over their competition. And then the one who paid the most ends up being the one who wins, is the most like anti why we play video games and MMOs, or why we did. Now, who knows? But yeah, so I can't agree with I agree with your intention because you're seeing what the problem is, but the solution has to. I don't know what this. For me, the solution is very easy: subscription model. Everyone yell at me and get mad about it, but it forces the developer to make sure that. I don't know, $20 a month.
It's actually funny. It's the Flare 2, like that new helmet was cool, and so this is the first month that I subscribed after years. And then I'm like, oh wait, now I get in the store, I have to buy the helmet. Like I don't just get it.
No, you get it.
It's I don't because maybe it's not out yet.
It's because it hasn't been attributed to you yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You'll get it.
Yeah, you should get it.
I was like, oh, Chris got me again. Here we go.
No.
What a get him.
You'll get it in 4.6.
You actually just purchased an F8 ticket. You haven't purchased the F8 yet. I think there's an important thing with just the example you gave of, I forget the name of the game that you mentioned, but like that's a bad company practice, just straight up. That is not a oops, we only monetize this, so now we have to make this. No, your company is shit and isn't making other things that people want. You're just focusing only on the monetization.
I absolutely
It's very important. Very important.
Sorry,
so just let me finish my thought, because I will forget it because I'm so tired. What companies like CRG need to do, and notably there are many game companies that do this, is you have your monetization, most of the time is through skins. They use that to make other content that then people are more incentivized
excited to play for. Yeah.
And will then buy more skins in the future, right?
Yeah.
A skin itself will not make you keep buying skins. So CRG need to, they sell the ships, sell skins, make that money, use that to develop content, which they have been doing, especially in the last year. You've felt it a lot more. And then people actually do want to spend more money down the line, right? That is the ideal business practice. And then within that, don't then isolate people with features early. Like that is then just an additional bad practice.
Yeah. But again, he's just trying to get out of ship sales. I get the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
which
I agree.
Because if you say, well, let's just do cosmetics, like a helmet only going to make so much money, like even compared to the F8C, like we said, like the F8C probably made so much more money than that helmet ever will.
Yeah, for sure. They're more CRG are more in the issue of like the real world hobbies type thing. Like people play Star Citizen and purchase stuff from Star Citizen as if they were playing like Warhammer. You know, where they'll spend a few $100s a year, probably more, honestly, but they'll spend a few $100 to a few $1,000s a year, and then they'll play with that stuff, and then the next year they'll do it again with different ships and whatnot, right? That is a unique situation for this game that is probably not good. In the grand scheme of things, you would hope that they can transition most of that to a regular video game monetization. It is you would hope, though. Like, I'm a little concerned about that once we get later.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, thanks for taking my call. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. We appreciate it.
Appreciate calling in and taking some of the abuse. But we're all on the same page. We want the game to be great, obviously. Yeah. So yeah,
of course.
All right, big up, be good, man. Catch you later.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Yep.
All right, and then probably our last, Sir Thaddeus. Sir Thaddeus, if you're there.
Hey guys, how you doing today?
Good. How about yourself?
Yeah, not bad. Yourself?
I'm doing okay. Subscription model, I would be 100% behind a subscription model for Star Citizen. No problems at all.
I think there's a lot of people in the community who would. I just don't think they'll do it.
No, I don't think they can. Like the way the funding started.
It's a weird. Exactly. We were just talking about shoehorning that other company that shoehorned themselves into skins. Well, they have kind of shoehorned themselves into like
ships.
It's free, like one purchase and then free MMO, but that's not sustainable.
Every MMO that does that fails miserably. So
exactly,
they better change that quick.
I wanted to ask you guys what you think about regional locks or shards.
Mm-hmm.
There was I think it was the August monthly report. There was a line in their online tech section that always stuck out to me, and it was after their blueprint library development. They said this is being done ahead of entity graph global database sharding.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means. Does that, in my mind, because I'm not a tech guy, that sounds like they are going to be fragmenting the database into specific shards. So like when you log into, Epic Cosmology shard, your database is now locked to that shard. That is the only place you can access your stuff. That's the way I interpret it. What do you guys think about that?
We know, at least from what they mentioned, that they want you to be able to cross shards for the purpose of like raiding and stuff. So I don't think it'll lock you into region, but not into shard. But then your base and stuff will be locked to a shard, is my understanding. So
I feel like it was here mentioned as well, right?
In the Life and Death one? Oh, maybe.
Yeah, like home base. It might have been. That's why I brought this up.
It was very confusing, and it just kind of got me thinking to how if it does go down that route where they're going to be have like a U.S. East, U.S. West.
They are. That is 100% happening.
They have said they've been public with this.
Yeah.
Have they? Okay, I must have missed all that. I'm wondering how it's going to affect organizations as they exist. Is it going to be divided into chapters?
Oh, it'll be everyone will do something different, obviously, right? Like actually, the first thing that will happen is probably the really large orgs that you see right now will completely fracture and break apart.
Yep.
But yeah, like you're gonna have region orgs most likely. It's we've mentioned this before. You cannot have like complete world freedom, everyone running around with 300 ping in this game. Can't do it.
It'd be
You may
horrible.
be able to do that in some other MMOs because you have either like tick frames or whatever they're called, like in EVE Online, where you've got the tick, so you can still actually play the game. You just can't do it because it's an FPS. It's impossible. It'd be a terrible experience. And so you'll be forced to do regions, but it's just like, I have no idea how it's going to change the gameplay because we don't have all gameplay right now. We just kind of have everyone jumping in and memeing about like the game isn't in a state. Yeah.
I just there's so many weird things that I see in these monthly reports now, and the R&D section is always so much longer than the actual like this is what we've done section.
Yeah,
classic.
And it's exactly it's like the classic thing, and it really has me concerned about timelines changing. All right, that happens, but they want to have Star Citizen on the coattails of Squadron, right? That's what they've said. Maybe a year, 2 years afterward, I don't know. So I just don't see them getting all this stuff done for a tier 1 implementation. I think it's still going to be ridiculously small population sizes on the shards.
Yeah, for the size of space that we have, I would agree with him. Yeah, that it's going to feel small.
Yeah. We should have put in a prediction last week. What do we think like server sizes will be at by the end of the year?
700.
You don't think it'll change at all?
I don't know. I'm going to go with no, just for memes.
Fair. I think they'll push it, especially because obviously we're now at 3-star systems. Nyx is still mostly empty. And once we get the planets there, you probably want to push it even further. But yeah,
it just got me thinking also as well. I'm like, I think that it reminded me something that's Mike had said where Star Citizen has been backing up Squadron for all this time. Hopefully, when Squadron comes out, that it backs up Star Citizen. And Star Citizen has always been the crutch for Squadron, and I'm hoping that they don't lean on it again by the end of the year, saying, "Well, we want to have Star Citizen out for you close to a Squadron release, so we're going to have to push Squadron into 27."
I don't think they would push Squadron. Like, I agree. I don't think those features will be like ready in the next 2 years. But I don't think that they'll push Squadron for that reason. I think they are probably under some pressure internally to get it out as well and start getting that revenue stream back. People have not been able to buy Squadron for almost 3 years.
Yeah,
on the Pledge Store, it has been removed for a while now, and that's a lot of like. I remember at least at the time because I was maybe 2 years, 3 years into StarCit. People were like, "Oh, I'm pledging for Star Citizen. Oh, I've really enjoying it. Oh, IAE's here. Buy some more ships. Oh, I might as well get a Squadron package as well." So like, there's certainly some missed stuff there that they need. So yeah, I don't see them pushing it back for that, but I do think that'll impact a lot of Star Citizen's future.
Yeah, and just like a quick switching the topic back to the original one, I can't find any information that I could show on the screen, but I do recall devs talking multiple times about bases. The big thing will be like base building and your base. If you are not if you're in the same region, and like Croncy and I are both on an Australian server, I will see Croncy's base in that spot. If we're not on the same server, I won't be able to access his base if I wanted to destroy it or something like that. And the game would tell me, do you want to jump to that server to be able to attack this? So that's where we're at with, your questions and things like that and what they've spoken out loud. So it's going to be, everything will be region based. So there'll be an economy region, Australia. There'll be an economy region in Europe and maybe split into two. There'll be an economy region in America, maybe split into two, maybe a South American, who knows? But that's what they have said. So 1.0 sounds like not a single shard. Star Citizen may never have a single shard. I still am really worried about its success in long term if it doesn't, because it kind of requires us all to be playing in that one world for these
Yeah.
stories to be told and these things to happen. But we'll see. So your
Yeah, I
concerns
mean,
are my concerns as well.
What I'm kind of hoping at least they do is like, yeah, region lock your character, but like let me still create a character in US West. I may be able to never win an FPS fight, but I could still do some mining. I could still do some crafting.
Exactly.
I could still, be part of the trade, whatever that is,
Yep.
and that could still be enjoyable. And then that way, you've still got a bit more of that big sense of community. And if I want the high octane, like really quick lag free stuff, then yeah, I'll just go back to my Oz server stuff.
Yep.
right on.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate you fielding my questions.
Of course.
I don't. You guys been around, so you know what's up.
I don't know if we know what's up, but we try to consume the info.
No one
as much as
really
possible.
knows what's up when it comes to Star Citizen.
I don't think even the people
Least
who
of
work
all
at the
Cra-
company,
Yeah.
know
For
what's up.
sure.
So yeah, unfortunately. But all right, Thaddeus, thank you for your call, man. I appreciate it.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
cheers
guys.
a ton.
All right, we'll catch you up.
No worries, mate.
Bye now.
Bye.
All right, I mean, possibly our shortest show ever, and that is totally fine. I am so fine with that.
I think we actually one time last year had a 45-minute long episode.
Maybe, yeah, that's true. I think I
Yeah.
remember that. So, couple callers, pretty good, and yeah, I look forward to seeing what happens with 4.6. What more sneaks in there if we don't know, and yeah, what these rewards are. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
You made the most important point is if that top track is really sick rewards, like we're talking like Ardor repeater type stuff, now we're cooking, I think. Because then that split makes sense to me.
It also, so like, yeah, let's say the top row is the best rewards, which like is likely because it's the hardest to get anyway.
What do they determine best though? Is what matters.
The sharing still might be fine.
Yeah,
like the way that they've split it, because it's like, all right, I can guarantee I get my mining stuff immediately, but then I am kind of incentivized to continue doing additional missions with my mates and sharing mine with them, so that they can get their like first levels up, and then I'm continuing to get my top level. So it could work. It's just weird. It's
this weird thing where like you really think that you should be able to complete the track the way you want to. You can complete your personal track the way you want to. You just can't complete everything the way you want to. So it's like this hybrid, and I think, like I said, it's like this interesting attempt. Let's see how it goes. I think people are not going to like it, but I appreciate the attempt because the other ones just weren't great. So they're throwing spaghetti at the wall, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And then my other request would be like, please at least bring down the grind like 30%. Like
in PTU,
this looks real aggressive. Oh, in PTU, bring it down like 90%. There's no reason that you should have to grind that hard.
What if we're not doing 11 patches this year?
Well, that's what I would have thought was going to be the case, but like, it feels like this feels.
It feels like they're doing.
It feels like last year.
It feels like they're doing 12 instead of 11. So
yeah,
that's true.
True.
It's just like if this patch is meant to go longer and we don't get another patch until March, then 50 missions is not that much.
Yeah, that's fair. Like it can definitely make more sense in that case.
But
again, I'm just hoping they
January
put
patch,
more flavor into it. Yeah, exactly. I'm just hoping they put more flavor into it. Give us some places. Like they've learnt a lot from the previous cargo missions, but it seems like they haven't learnt from the new locations and like added those into this necessarily, which is what I would have loved to have seen. So yeah, just waiting for it to evolve. But I'm keen on this arc. I'm keen on this story arc. I think it makes a lot of sense. It'll move into, but it makes sense. It moves into the municipal works.
I know, it's just an NPC only thing. I just hate it so much.
And it would have been cool. I did forget to mention when you were talking about it, and you're like, it never affects us, right?
Ever.
It would be super cool if after we've done like leave this as it is, we do these missions, and then next patch, they have put illness into the game. This is the introduction of illness.
Gotta
and
take
now,
your meds.
Hey, you did this mission. Now you've got like respiratory issues or whatever.
Yep.
And that also reminded me of one more thing, which is it is almost certain that the reward is the medical armor. I guarantee.
Yeah, the sneak peek medical armor thing. Really good point, actually. Yeah. But dude, Daisy, right? Like you get the illness, and if you don't take care of it, your character dies. Guess what? We respawn the same way. Like, you could literally do that. You could like have the illness affect players. You can't go to Levski without getting ill. Oh shit, it's spread. Now you can't go to Orison without getting it.
Give us the what was the
like
2005 World of Warcraft. There was that the raid that spread the there was the pandemic. I can't remember what it's called. Someone will remember the blood virus or something. Do that, but in Star Citizen.
Like,
so yeah.
We're not geniuses.
No.
I don't understand why that's not a thing. Like in a game where you don't have any consequence for death, like you could definitely have done that.
Yeah.
Where we get sick too, and they just didn't. It's just like weird.
Do you think we ever get illnesses? I think it'd be a good.
Theoretically, you could. Yeah.
Like right now, it means nothing because we just backspace. But like.
No, but for certain content, like we get radiation, right? Like it's the same concept, and you just have to deal. Like they give you the tools to deal with it.
Well, like, I think it'd be really interesting. You already have blood vision. You already have like the people breathing really weird when they run and limping and stuff. You could implement those. So
yeah, the chat has taken this to a level that our chat is saying, I want insert horrible illness here. And it's like, all right, no. Yeah, we should stop. But
it's like, you know what? I really want gastrointestinal issues. Let's go Star Citizen.
Okay. Yeah, have that on your, what was the name of the ship? The Shiv?
Shiv, yep.
Yeah, with your bucket. Not good. But yeah. I guess that's where we'll leave you guys, and we appreciate you guys watching. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new here. We would greatly appreciate it. Me and Croncy both stream on Twitch, so check us out there. Links would be in the description. And just really look forward to talking to you guys next week in more detail about this stuff. And I'm cool with getting sick. I'm cool with getting sick. And
I think it'd be cool if they implemented it. So
yeah, and I'm not going to surprise you this week too much, Croncy. Grab your phone because it's time. I
opened up TikTok. Answer the call.
That's a problem. Close that immediately.